Shine. Kibera, who's that lady there? Those ones who are here early. I'd like. Huh? Oh, fine. It's working team. Max. Maxwell Mululu. What's his other name? Huh? Huh? What's his other name? We're taking the dry run from the top. So podium off, Safari Cats, obviously Safari Cats are not here. Yeah. Safari Cats, whatever. Yvonne on stage. So just in the absence of Mark, who may not be with us for the next 10, 15 years. Unless somebody else. What's happened to Mark?
They were checking his bag.
I think it should be fine. Maybe there's okay, Paul, you're good. Yvonne, you're good. You have the script. Yeah. Mike, so please put on Yvonne's sound. Tosh, sound your Yvonne. Yvonne.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 3rd of May, 2023. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Good.
8. It's good?
So all good. I think let's
Great.
take it from the top. So Tosh, let's come in with the holding slide. Background music. We're assuming it's 7:20 a.m. Sorry, 8:20. Okay. So now we come into the in-room briefing only. So Yvonne, we've settled guests down. We're coming now into just the housekeeping rules for everyone who's here.
Yeah, sorry. Could we lower the
AM.
So we do the
in-room
housekeeping
briefing only. Yes.
and then Safari Cats.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for being here. Before we begin, let's just set a few housekeeping rules. Please remember to keep your phones on silent throughout the session here. Also, in the unlikely event of a fire, we will exit through the fire exit doors that are clearly marked at the back of the room. We will then assemble to my right in front of block 100. Our morning here today. Good morning, everybody. The Governor of Central Bank of Kenya, Dr. Patrick Njoroge, industry stakeholders, CEOs, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. What a great morning it is to be here today, and I welcome you all to the launch of the Kenya QR Code Standards. My name is Yvonne Okwara, and I will be your moderator of the day. Now, we are on the cusp of a great moment here of innovation, of history, but it's important for me to take you back in time so that you can understand how we all got here. As a country, we've got a rich history using various modes of payment for goods and services, and this dates all the way back to pre-colonial times. In the past, we had barter trade. That was the most popular form of payment where goods were exchanged for other goods of equivalent value. For example, the coastal communities used cowrie shells, which were highly valued as they were rare and had to be sourced from other regions. And they were also considered a symbol of wealth and used in various social and cultural practices. Now, with the advent of colonialism, the use of cash now became widespread. The first bank in Kenya, the National Bank of India, was established in Mombasa in 1896, and this catered to the needs of Indian traders. In 1906, the Bank of India opened its first branch in Nairobi, and other European banks followed suit. Now, going to the 1920s, the colonial government started to issue its first currency. That was the East African shilling. This was used until 1966 when it was replaced with the Kenya shilling. It was during this time that cash was the dominant mode of payment, and most transactions were conducted using notes and coins. And then we go to the 1980s and 1990s, where electronic modes of payment began to emerge. Remember the introduction of the automated teller machines, that's the ATMs, for cash withdrawals? Remember credit cards and debit cards and online banking platforms? Well, today we use a variety of payment methods, from cash to checks, mobile money to online banking, and credit and debit cards. The introduction of mobile money, as we know, has revolutionized the way we transact. In fact, according to the 2021 Finax's household survey, an estimated 81.4% of households use mobile money to meet their financial needs. What a journey we have come through, ladies and gentlemen. And it may seem like all of that is gone now as we stand on the brink of yet another innovative milestone in Kenya's payment system history. The launch of the Kenya QR payment code standards is very important, and it comes from feedback from both consumers and merchants. This standard will allow for multiple payment schemes or networks to all be contained within one single QR. This creates an easy, fast, secure, and convenient payment ecosystem. And speaking of innovation, Global Innovation Ratings released in April 2023 by the World Intellectual Property Organization and B Scholarly LLC placed Kenya second in sub-Saharan Africa, behind South Africa. Now you know why they call us the Silicon Savannah. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our time here this morning. For those of us who are watching us online, across various stakeholder platforms, we are coming to you live from the Safari Park Hotel for the launch of the Kenya QR Code Payment Standard. Our hashtag is ScanUlipe. And this revolutionary milestone is testament to the power of collaboration. This is an industry-driven initiative. And this has been done through work that has been coordinated by the Central Bank of Kenya with technical support provided by FSD Kenya. And it is at this point that I recognize the efforts of industry players who've worked hard to make this milestone possible. We recognize today Visa and MasterCard, M-Pesa in the mobile money space, PesaPal in the payment service provider space, and also we appreciate leading banks in Kenya, ABSA, Corp, Equity, and KCB. So, to kick us off, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Michael Eganza, who's the Director, Banking and Payment Services Department at the Central Bank of Kenya, to give his opening remarks. A warm round of applause for Mr. Eganza.
All good, all good. So Mr. Ganza gives his remarks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eganza. Now, the director spoke about today's launch and how it's going to impact the entire ecosystem for all users, that is consumers as well as merchants. And for consumers, of course, this opens up a world of convenience and safety and consolidation. But we did speak to consumers around why this change and innovation is important and what it'll mean for them. Let's watch.
I currently just left regular employment for freelancing. I'm a sports fanatic, so find time to go swim if I can. And football, Liverpool all the way.
I'm a full-time student. I'm a very social, outgoing person, so I love being outside.
Edward. I like gaming. I like hanging out with my buddies.
My name is Lucy Makani. Mbogwa. Life is tough right now, especially with the economy and everything. But we have to just adapt.
I occasionally do mobile banking. So sometimes I'll purchase stuff off my KCB app. Usually when you're trying to make a payment,
Okay,
you want
so
to
guys,
spend the least
enough.
amount
So you can go to
of
holding
time
slide.
doing it. And you also want to have an accurate record of where you did it.
Sorry, so Gerald, 4 seats. 4 seats. Yvonne plus 3. Then podium will also need to be off in time. So, it's fine. So we finished. Oh, do you want to do the intro to the panelists?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
right.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's now have a bigger discussion on this. Take a look at the evolution of the digital payments landscape in Kenya. For this conversation, I would like to invite our panelists on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Tamara Cook, the CEO of Financial Sector Deepening Kenya. Ian Gitonga, a freelance.
Sorry, Yvonne, so one at a time. As she comes up, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Yeah.
Intro
Then-
board and
okay.
slight music on screen.
Okay.
So we can take that again.
So let's have this conversation with my panelists this morning. Help me welcome Tamara Cook, the CEO of Financial Sector Deepening Kenya. Round of applause for her as she makes her way here. Is there music?
That's not the song. Okay. Thank you, Yvonne.
Does it kind of loop? Next up, we have Ian Gitonga. A little bit of what you saw in that video. Ian Gitonga is a freelance IT consultant and a consumer. We'll be hearing his... Okay, what is that? That's his name. Am I saying it wrong?
He's Ian Gitonga.
Oh, is that
Madengo.
how he writes it? Oh, okay.
And then
That's
so
fancy. I thought I was saying something
He
wrong.
sent it to us and said it's EYAN.
Okay. It's still pronounced Ian?
Ian.
Okay. All right, good.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, Mrs. Wamboe Mbarire, who's the CEO of the Retail Association of Kenya.
Okay. So we go through the panel. We can perhaps introduce
Then we can introduce the
the
merchant
second
video.
Yeah.
All right, so just before we hear from you, Wamboe, let's listen to what the experience in the digital payments ecosystem has been for merchants. We've talked to the consumers, but what is the merchant's experience?
I'm a nurse by profession. I run a clinic.
Me and my partner, we serve craft beer and food at times.
I'm a realtor. I run a company, Commercial Property Kenya, where we do real estate in Kenya.
I'm a businessman in sales and marketing.
My business is a home bakery.
I work for a company called Tire Pros Autos Limited. We are a garage. We sell services for motor vehicles.
Everyone likes payment through M-Pesa, which is the easiest most people find.
I use bank transfers, I use PayPal, and then the normal cash and credit card for the online payments.
We prefer the easiest and most effective payments where we can see our payments reflecting on time. Cash is the easiest to receive, while running the card as well, it's almost as instant.
The consumer just places the order online or calls me.
Okay, cool.
So the most viable option of payment is...
Okay, so Yvonne, let's assume you're winding up the panel.
Lady, gentlemen, thank you so much for your thoughts here today. Let's give them a warm round of applause. You may take your seats. Thank you very much as you leave the stage.
So,
yeah.
For Gerald, Max and team, as she's wrapping up the panel, the chairs, we agreed they're coming off on what side? You'll be found on what side?
This side. I'll always be this side, because if this is the side of the podium, that's fine. So they'll exit on that side. I'll usher them that way.
Thank you. Okay. So we can wrap up once more?
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your insights. It's been a great conversation. I will say a little something about what has come out of the panel that then gives you time to remove the seats, and maybe we can do that and blah-de-blah-de-blah and some blah-blah-blah. Okay.
So?
How many people do we have removing the seats? I just want to know what that speed looks like so I can... Anyway, I'll keep saying something. I'll wrap up.
So we'll have about 5. So it'll be...
Okay, good. All right.
Be good.
In any case, I'll just summarize the panel.
Conversation.
Yeah.
So what I heard from Ian is 1,
That's
2, 3.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and now it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Patrick Njoroge, the Governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, on stage to give us his keynote address. All right, so the next one.
Okay.
Governor has done his thing.
So the governor has done his thing. So Mark and team and the BAs with the booklets. We need the ushers with the booklets. You have them. How many do you have? 10. You can have maybe 12, just in case. So she's done his thing. So we're coming to Yvonne introducing the launch moment. So let's go through that. So Yvonne, you can just take it. The governor has done his thing.
Okay. Governor, thank you very much for those powerful remarks indeed. And what a day it is. We are absolutely looking forward to being here on a moment of yet another innovative pivot in the country's history. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It gives me immense pleasure to invite you all to now witness the unveiling of the Kenya Universal QR Code payment standards that has been created with cutting-edge technology and unparalleled innovation. This is the work of collaboration, endless hours of meticulous planning and dedication. And like we've been saying all morning here today, this is an industry-driven process with the Central Bank of Kenya providing focal point of coordination as well as regulation. This is an industry-owned process, a game changer for the digital payments ecosystem for merchants as well as consumers. So without any further delay, allow me to call back on stage Dr. Patrick Njoroge, who's the Governor of Central Bank, to launch the KE-QR code. And as the Governor comes up, let's watch what this moment means for Kenya.
So, guys, just
Governor,
one more time.
yeah. So we're not doing the curtain?
Huh? No.
Okay,
no.
that's fine.
So just one more time, so that we get the sequence correct for everyone. Okay. So Yvonne calls up the governor, introduces the video. That video plays. As that video is wrapping up, Yvonne will say, and presenting, and now presenting.
Yeah.
We need lights. We need the hype music I was telling you. Not too loud, but nice. The thing turns. Yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, the KEQR
code. Yeah.
Code. Sawa. So can we do it one more time?
So where do we start
you have
again?
that hype music. Post-launch. Yes, no?
So we start from where? Which point?
And now I'd like to call up the governor.
Okay, calling up the governor. Okay, all right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for. I invite Governor Dr. Patrick Njoroge up on stage to launch the KEQR code, a moment that we have been waiting for the entire morning, and perhaps an important moment in the country's history. Mr. Governor, please make your way up here. Kenya, are you ready? Let's watch this as we launch this innovative moment in the country's history. Ladies and gentlemen, launching the KEQR code. Mr. Governor, thank you very much for leading this process that has been driven by industry players. We're talking easy, fast, secure, convenient payments. What a moment this will be, and what a game changer it'll be for consumers and for merchants.
Sorry, so that we keep the energy high. Tosh, immediately after that, so Yvonne, a round of applause as we unveil this. Your spiel just now was very nice. We need some music to hold the room. As people are clapping, it can't be dead silent. It'll drop the energy. So some music to hold the room. Guys are taking photos. Yes, so it's not overpowering her, but you can feel it. It's ambient. So.
The next phase, which is where we're calling them up.
I want us to go through all that sequence. It comes off. Okay. Yes.
Just wondering if we should run it.
The 10th song is, ladies and gentlemen, presenting. Then remember I said it moves into hype music. So it's just as she says, present. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting, then it turns, then you do. So you need to sequence with the lights guy. That's the tense music is playing as the thing turns, then you switch to hype music, and then the lights start flashing. So it's an explosion of energy.
Okay.
Can we do it one more time?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, everyone. Let's do it one more time. Then we come to the handing of the booklets. We have 10 minutes before we need to stop and take position.
Okay, so my cue for the video will be, are you ready? Something, you hear the word ready, you know. Anyway, I'll look at you. Cool. All right. We good?
Are we ready? Thumbs up, guys, we're good? Okay.
All right. So, without any further delay, allow me to call back on stage the Governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, Dr. Patrick Njoroge, to launch the KE QR code. Kenya, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the KE QR code, Scan Ulipe. Remember, it's all about easy, fast, secure, convenient payments. This is the moment that consumers and merchants have been waiting for. Another historical milestone in Kenya's digital innovation ecosystem. Once again, it's Kenya leading the world. They don't call us the Silicon Savannah for nothing. An important moment we shall remember for some time to come. We thank all industry players who have made this moment possible and who no doubt will change the course of history. And like we've said, industry driven. At this point, we would like to have the industry stakeholder CEOs who will then present the Kenya QR Code Standard 2023. Remember, this is the document that guides the process. We should be taking this thing off stage now. I don't know. Yeah. This is the next one, yeah. Yes, yes. So now we're, I think, trying to get that off so that then, yeah.
So guys.
But it has wheels, no? So you just use the ramp, Amma? Is that easier? Or will it get caught up with that cable? I don't know. Might be faster. But it's that side, no? Oh, okay, then you can lift it off. Okay, fine.
We have a crowd outside already.
Okay.
They're hearing us. So let's now do the next section.
Okay.
Can we cut
We're still in the juice.
Can we cut sound outside? Okay, let's go for the next thing. So Yvonne, Governor, I'd like to ask you to remain on stage.
Governor, please remain on stage. The next moment is also important, and it's about the launch of the Kenya QR Code Standard 2023. This is the rules and guidelines for the Kenya QR Code. One by one, I'd like to invite the industry stakeholder CEOs up on stage. We'll call them in alphabetical order using the names of the institutions that they run. Mr. Abdi Ahmed from Absa Bank, please come up here and receive the Kenya QR Code Standard from the Governor. So at this point, Peter, are they receiving it as they come up, or is someone standing there handing the Governor? Because remember, the Governor is on stage.
No. So you need to be on stage, you hand the Governor, he hands to someone, hand the Governor, he hands to someone. But I'm wondering, for photos, for optics, because we want the Governor with a key.
Yeah.
So if he's here, just come.
Yeah.
You better come, like you're coming like from this side, like you're receiving.
So what I feel.
All of them will take a year. Oh, okay, yeah, so per person, it's okay.
But then
But I'm
that
thinking for
means
neatness.
one of the ushers then would need to be up on stage to
Yes, yes,
hand
yes,
the
yes.
governor the
But
books.
I'm wondering for neatness, so they don't need to appear in the photos.
Exactly.
So should they just hand them the booklets there?
Yeah, so that they come up with a booklet. Tosh. Tosh?